The Target Series is back after a break as we head to the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas for the running of the Toyota 300. It is our 7th chase race of the Target Series season. Sean Richardson in the 20 has the pole for today's race. To his outside, second is the number 36 of Dylan Abrahamian. Then third is Diego Yepez, fourth is Max Anderson, and Adam McDowell rounds to the top 5 in the 22 car. Then to his outside, sixth, Nathan Orr in the 2. Seventh place for Rasberg, to beside him in 8th is Greg Torres. In 9th, it's Luke Rainey, and Oliver Galloway rounds out the top 10 in the 15. For the rest of the field, there's William Seaman to his inside, John Thoreen's the 61. Then we have Mike Burrow with Simon Bloomfield. Behind them, Trey Rainey and William Bullen. Then there's Danny Lloyd and Patrick Smith with Sebastian Kukulon and Jose Mills. Then we have Greg Lee and Anton Charbois. Then there's Colton Yo and Cole Luigi with Derek Hamill and Jennifer Buford. Then Paul Taylor and Mathis Wells. Behind them, Alexander Rowe with Anthony Hernandez. Then Trent McGinnis and Samet Oskin with Steve Larker and Jeff Bright, Justin Zidell, Ryan Brommer, Jason Larker and George Cooper, Franz Device and points leader Jake Galloway, and in the 41st is number 80 of Eli Bright, 42nd is number 00 of Levi Shones. There's our 42-car field for the Toyota 300 here at Texas. Let's go on track side, fire the engines up for chase race number 7 in the Target Series, season number 8.
Drivers, start your engines!
And 42 Target Series cars roll off the starting grid at the Texas Motor Speedway for chase race number 7 in season 8 of the Target Series. Coming into this race, Jake Galloway has the points lead. 4 points ahead of Colton Yo, who is second. 5 points ahead of Mathis Wells in third. 6 points ahead of Sebastian Kukulon in fourth. And then tie for fifth, William Seaman and Luke Rainey, both 8 points back. So can Galloway get through the field, gain some points? Can other drivers try and get there and gain on the points lead? Pace car to pit road. 30 laps in Texas, the Lone Star State. As we're racing in Fort Worth, Texas, we are green for chase race number 7. And McDowell in the 0 of Yepez in the fence. We have got cars tumbling off all over the racetrack as multiple cars go flipping. And our first yellow flag of the race. Cars are everywhere in the field. I see Jennifer Buford upside down. Other cars. Sean Richardson leads. And we had about 5 cars go flipping here. Jake Galloway, the 19, was in the middle of all that. In the 19 car, it'll be interesting to see if he got any damage from that. It looks like he does have some front end damage. That's the danger starting at the back of the field. Something like that happens early on, and we saw chaos here on the first lap. Cars go flipping everywhere because Sean Richardson with the lead. One that went flipping, and McDowell, he's driving away. But look at the damage. He was 6th at the line, but that damage is going to take that 22 out of the Toyota 300 early on. So our first yellow day out. Let's see the reason for it. Adam McDowell made this 3-wide move, entering turn number 3 on Yepez and Dylan Abrahamian. And as they come off the corner, the 22 shoves up a little tight up here towards the 0, makes contact with Yepez, and then the 23, I think the 0 and the 22 is kind of clipped hard to the wall for them. Abrahamian gets on his side, Max Anderson on underneath Adam McDowell actually flips him over. Dylan Abrahamian, there's Yepez back there, cars going to the wall hard. 36 all over the track, 23 all over the place. Orman and some others escape it. There's Greg Lynn. I think Colton Yo, second in points, may have gotten through that. But the cars that didn't get through it, they're in a mess entering turn number 1 as multiple cars involved in a scary crash. It looks like Adam McDowell and Yepez, the 0 just didn't, they just got hooked together into the wall, flipped them over. Max Anderson underneath the 22, that flipped him over. They all goes up towards the wall. And it was on from there. I mean, that was a horrible crash here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Another look at it as they come off turn 4. There's the contact. To the wall they go. Hard to the wall. There's Yepez in the 0 back there. He gets into Seaman the 3, who comes in towards the top of the points. And right there is that anti-Charles ball going upside down. Jeff Beefer is well in the middle of all that. Gets up and over, I believe. So a lot of cars just flipping, getting involved in this one. Another look at it as they come. We'll see this from where the start-finish line is. Into the wall. Some hard hits. Danny Lloyd. There's Charles Ball going upside down. Then Jennifer Beefer right there. She'll get hit to go upside down. Justin Zidell. Jake Gowey gets minimal damage, but I think he drove through it on the outside to get away. So a massive crash early on in the early laps at the Toyota 300 at Texas. It's all because Sean Virtue, he's led from the pole. And now the number 20 out in front for our first restart of the day early on in the Toyota 300 at the Texas Motor Speedway. The field coming off of turn number 2 to take the green flag with 25 laps of racing to go at the Texas Motor Speedway. Jeffrey Beefer, Dylan Abrahamian, Dagley Pez, Max Anderson, Anton Charlebois, and McDowell all out. Surprisingly, not a single chaser is retired from the race due to that crash. 36 are on the lead lap. Jake Gowey currently 33rd scored, but some drivers behind him and in front of him will have some damage from that crash. But out in front of it all is Kashawn Richardson in the 20. Behind him in second is the 8th Riley Spirotube. Luke Rainier, highest chaser, in third. Jonathan Raines in fourth. Mike Burrow, fifth, with Nathan Orman in sixth. William Bull in seventh. Greg Torres, eighth. Patrick Smith, ninth. And Oliver Galway rounding out the top 10. See the field right here. Some with damage, some without damage. So this will be an interesting restart for sure. Can Jake Gowey try and gain some spots now? He's currently back in 33rd. He's going some more to try and keep that points. Luke Rainier only 8 points back, currently up in the third position, getting the most points out of the day. Restart lap number 6. Kashawn Richardson to the restart zone. We're back green in Texas. Early to the 8, spun the tires. It's going to be a battle for second right here as Luke Rainier looks to the inside, turn number 1. Luke Rainier battles for second with Riley Spirotube as they go through 1 and 2. Off the corner. Down the backstretch to 12, pulling ahead. The 8 trying to battle back on the outside lane into turn number 3. Luke Rainier for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Great run there for the 12 car. Mike Burrow come with him in the 45. And they come out turn 4. Luke Rainier, the 12, will lead the lap. One of our chasers up towards the front of the championship battle. Mike Burrow, the 45, trying to join him up here to second. Mike Burrow might look 3 wide for the lead. Richard shoved out 3 wide the 20 car. Here comes the 45, 3 wide down low. Mike Burrow there. That's for second behind Luke Rainier. Into turn number 3. Rainier continues out front. Kashawn Richardson rides Burrow to Mike Burrow 3 wide. 20 down the line, Burrow for the lead now, Luke Rainier. Here comes that 45, inside to turn number 1. He has the 40, William Bowen with him. Luke Rainier's in an outside lane trying to get the run off the corner. The 45, they'll fight down low. He stays to the inside, down the backstretch. Double foul at the front of the field. Luke Rainier outside, Mike Burrow inside. Through 3 and 4. It's going to be Mike Burrow emerging with the lead off turn 4. He's clear in front of Luke Rainier now. William Bull in the 40 through the second. Here comes Patrick Smith, Oliver Gow on the inside. Along with the 11 of Jose Mills. Burrow up the racetrack, the 45. William Bull in the 40. Goes a little up the racetrack as well. Patrick Smith sees an opening. A6 car down low. 3 wide for the lead down the backstretch at Texas. It's an aggressive move. Will it work into turn number 3? 45 shuffled out. Luke Rainier 12 to the middle lane now. Riley Spirotube his pusher. Smith out in front of the A6. Now Oliver Gow with the 15 wants a shot to lead. He's down to the bottom lane. The 11 of Mills, the 2 of Orman, the 60 of Greg Lee also coming through on the bottom. With Oliver Gow trying to get out front and clear. Mills backs up the inside lane. Nathan Orman, the 2 to the bottom lane. They battle side by side though for the lead down the backstretch. Patrick Smith, look at them stacked 3 wide right here. Because of the 11 getting tight, this is intense racing. They are 3 by 3 here at Texas. And one small mistake, Lee pushing up in the 60. Oh, that was close there. I thought the 60 might have gotten into the 2 that could have caused a massive crash. But it's currently Oliver Gow in front. The yellow is out again. And they have wrecked it. Sebastian Kukula, Paul Taylor, Steve Larker, Trent McGinnis, and Jake Gower, the 19 this time is involved. Eli Brett with them in the 88. Our second caution flag of the race. Now the field gets trying to race back around cleanly. Greg Lee wants to lead the caution flag. Derek Campbell, the 98, wants to get to second. They battle off the corner, 3 wide to the start-finish line. 3 lead to the caution flag. So it'll be Greg Lee, Derek Campbell first and second at the time of yellow. with now Oliver Galloway going to be third. Simon Bloomfield will be fourth. So, our second caution of the day comes out as we're just past the third of the way mark with the Toyota 300, and Jake Galloway and some others get involved in this one. So our second caution flag of the race and some more points contenders involved in our second crash of the day at Texas. The field coming through 3 and 4, 3 wide for Paul Taylor up top, Kukulon middle lane, Ryan Breimer down low. And coming off of turn number 4, the 99, 78 slides up, gets to Kukulon into Paul Taylor. They slam the wall hard, 99 then comes down. Steve Larker, Kukulon, there's where the 99, the 4 hit, around goes the 51. 1988, hard on the gas with the 7 hits the 51 into some others. As there's a contact, Kukulon gets hit hard in the 4 car. Jake Galloway up there getting hit around. But that's our second caution flag of the day, and numerous chasers this time involved. Kukulon, Taylor, Galloway. So even more championship twist here at Texas. It's normally a racetrack where you don't really think of being a wild card to where a championship change might happen, but over the past, we've seen Texas be one of the crazier races of the season, where in the chase it could produce some crazy outcomes. We've seen races where it's gone clean. We've seen races where it's been a complete wreck fest. And right now, we've already had 2 cautions, only 11 laps done with the Toyota 300. And right there's where Eli and Jake Galloway get collected. Just as I dealt the 18 misses, Fran's device misses. There's tripping against the 01 down low smoking. But that brings out our second caution flag of the day. Greg Lee, the 60, battles to the inside to lead at the start-finish line. Derek Hamill behind him in second, but it's going to be Greg Lee leading the Toyota 300 as we'll come back green for our second restart of the day at the Texas Motor Speedway. The field will restart at the midway point of the Toyota 300. It'll be 15 laps of racing to go in Texas. Trip McGinnis and Steve Larker both out from the crash. Jake Galloway stays in, but he's currently 34th and is right now the lowest chaser. Not a single chaser so far is retired from the race. So Jake Galloway being in 34th and damaged, he is the lowest chaser. Sebastian Kukulon and Paul Taylor just have him 2 more chasers. So a lot of these chasers are towards the bottom of the field, damaged race cars. But it's Greg Lee leading in the 60. Derek Hamill behind him in second. Third is Oliver Galloway. Fourth, Simon Bloomfield. Fifth, Jonathan Rains. With Patrick Smith, Luke Rainey, Colton Yo, Kashawn Richardson, Riley Sprue to the front 10 for our second restart of the day. Back racing in Texas. And Hamill gets to jump on lead. Derek Hamill, such a great restart there for the 98. Already to the bottom of the 60. Back there for third, Simon Bloomfield out of line, and Oliver Galloway in the 15. Derek Hamill's getting clear to get to the lead. Simon Bloomfield, the 35, getting a nice run the draft down the backstretch, trying to get to that 98. Off to turns 3 and 4. Derek Hamill clearing the lead. Simon Bloomfield clearing second. Jonathan Rains trying to get to second now in the 35. Here they come out turn 4. Back there, close racing. That's for fourth. Luke Rainey 3 wide on Greg Lee and Oliver Galloway. Colton Yo the 9 with them. 3 wide for fourth. Jonathan Rains side by side with Simon Bloomfield for second. As it's Derek Hamill leading, but now he has a challenge from Rains. Hamill went a little wide, through 1 and 2, allows the 61 to get there, but Hamill fights back in the exit of the corner, got a nice run. Rains, though, fighting back to the inside. Luke Rainey the 12, Colton Hill the 9 with him, Rasberg to the 8 as well down low. To the start-finish line, Hamill leads again. But Jonathan Rains the 61 is there and closing in. Rains looking for the top spot, 98 goes wide, through 1 and 2. Here comes Jonathan Rains, hard on the gas off turn 2. Trying to get to the quarter panel down the backstretch. Think he's there. Rains to the inside. None of these sheriffs have help either. As here comes Colton Yo for third on Luke Rainey, 2 chasers. Yo wants to be the point series, second in points coming into this race. Rains leads at the start-finish line. Colton Yo to third, battling for second now in Hamill. Rasberg to the 8, where's he go? Yo goes a little wide. Hamill went up the track, the 98 towards the wall. Riley Spurgeon to the 8, 3 wide down low. Can Hamill get back clear and get in line? 98 car looking to get down in line. Yo trying to keep his nose there, and he does. Colton Yo for second now. Riley Spurgeon going to move to third. Patrick Smith with him in the 86 car. Greg Lee, 60 down low, but Jonathan Rains leading. But challenge now for second in points, Colton Yo. 9 to the inside in turn 1. Oh, he carried the 61 at the racetrack with them. Here comes Riley Spurgeon to the 8 down low. Rains gets clear of that for the lead. Riley Spurgeon to the 8 down low for second. Riley out of line. Smith with them in the A6. How about Greg Lee and Mathis Wells coming forward now in the 5 car. Wells also up there within a range of the points lead. 10 to go. in the Toyota 300 Texas. It's led by Jonathan Rains, but shouts from Ravensburg to the 8 to the back bumper of the 61. Here comes Patrick Smith down low, 3 wide. Patrick Smith 3 wide for the leadoff turn 2. Can the 8 get clear of it? Down the back to turn number 3. Riley Spurgeon to Patrick Smith, 2 non-chasers. Bell for the lead in Texas. Mathis Wells to 5, 3 wide to get the third. He'll be looking for the lead. Kashawn Richard 3 wide now the 20. 9 to go in Texas. Patrick Smith leads. Chaser Mathis Wells wants some points badly. He's up to second. He'll look for more. Yo, revving with Jonathan Rains trying to get a run. Look at that. Hard racing towards the back of this field. Back there looking 3, 4 wide. That might have been the one. Jeff Bright gets spun to the inside. And the yellow is out because Jeff Bright is wrecked in 3 and 4. France Device with them some others. Jake Galloway's in it as well. And at the start-finish line, with 8 to go, Mathis Wells holds the lead as our third yellow comes out and more chasers collected in this one. And it may have just been all chasers collected. Jeff Bright was spun in a 3-4 wide battle down the backstretch. And as he ricocheted back up the track, he got some others. Our third yellow day includes many chasers. They were battling 4 wide, coming off turn 2. Williams team in the 3 went wide. Greg Torres, the 39, the 1. Jeff Bright, the 78. Ryan Breimer all to his inside. Right here, coming off the second corner. They get 4 wide. There's just no room for that this racetrack. And right here, Breimer trying to come up. Jeff Bright as high as he can go. Trying to stay off of Greg Torres. 78-1 hooked together. Into the wall to the bottom lane hard for Jeff Bright. Out of control, shoots back at the racetrack. And France Device is going to take a hard head-first contact with the one of Jeff Bright. Zidell missed another one in the 18. However, as these drivers are sideways on the racetrack, I believe Jeff Bright and maybe Device may get hit again as the one is down now in the racing groove. And Paul Taylor comes in hard and hits the one car. And where's Jake Galloway and these others come into it now? There's Galloway. He's already hit someone. But our now third yellow of the race is going to take out about 4 or 5 chasers after contact. Jeff Bright, Franz Device, Sebastian Kukulon, Paul Taylor, Jake Galloway possibly all out of this race. That's 5 chasers that may have just been eliminated here in Texas. This is late in the going. And we saw the crash start to unfold. We just could not get to it in time to show that crash was happening with Paul Taylor coming into Jeff Bright. And somewhere Jake Galloway hits someone with Sebastian Kukulon possibly. Oh, they're stacked up right here with the 38. I believe he may have... Oh, he slid down the racetrack. He did not hold the brake. And he got hit hard by Alexander Rowe, then by Jake Galloway. And then where's Kukulon on the 4 come into play? He's actually very late to the accident and just hits the one Jeff Bright, which puts the 4 out of commission. Meanwhile, while those 5 chasers have issues, one of our chasers leads the race. Mathis Wells looking for the points lead. And it may have just helped with that crash. Wells leads in the Toyota 300 as we restart with under 5 to go in Texas. The field will come to take the green flag with 4 laps remaining in the Toyota 300 at Texas. It's led by Mathis Wells in the 5. Jake Galloway will be our lowest finishing chaser today. 1 point from the 19 and a possible change at the top of the points position as Galloway's out. Alexander Rose retired. Paul Taylor, another chaser. France Device, a chaser. Jeff Bright, chaser. Sebastian Kukulon, a chaser. And all 5 chasers out from that crash. Leaves us 28 cars on the lead lap. Our next chaser, Danny Lloyd, in 26th. And then you look up, you see Trey Rainey 21st. Teeman in 20th. And you look even farther up. You see Luke Rainey is 12th. Colton Yo is up here. Mathis Wells, Simon Bloomfield. Some other chasers as well towards the front of the field. It's Mathis Wells, the 5, in control of the race. But can you hold on to win and maybe get some points? Patrick Smith behind him in 2nd with Kashawn Richardson in 3rd. Derek Kimmel in 4th. Riley Spurgeon in 5th. Simon Bloomfield will be 6th. Greg Lee 7th. Oliver Galloway 8th. Colton Yo 9th. Jonathan Rains rounds out the top 10. Don't count out Cole Luigi and Luke Rainey 11th and 12th. Green flag, 4 to go in Texas. Patrick Smith is there over the back of Mathis Wells. Hamill out of line again for 3rd. Got another great restart. Hamill's going to move to 3rd. But meanwhile, the front 2 have pulled away. But can Wells hold off the A6, who's going to run it off of 2 and down the backstretch. Here comes Patrick Smith, right in the back of the 5 of Wells. Through 3 and 4. Staying in line, now looking low. Wells got a little wide. Smith, though, cannot take advantage here. They come to the start-finish line. 3 laps remain in Texas. It's Mathis Wells trying to hold off Patrick Smith and Derek Hamill. Hamill out of line on Smith. That's for 2nd. Mathis Wells can breathe a little bit right there. That slowed the advance of those two. Now, though, can Hamill get clear fast and make a run to 5? Down the back to turn number 3. Derek Hamill trying to get clear of Patrick Smith to get to Mathis Wells in time. Riley sprinted with other plans. The 8 car to the bottom lane. That is for second position at the start finish line. 3 miles remain. 2 to go. Riley Sprode to the 8 wants to win badly in the Target Series again as he sees Wells up in front of him go wide. Sprode to try and get hard in the gas off turn 2. But the 98 fights back on the outside. That's going to slow them both down. Riley Sprode who wants to get there badly and win here in Texas. We're coming to the white flag in the Toyota 300. It's led by the Chevy of Mathis Wells. Here they come to the start finish line. Wells leads on the white flag, looking for max points here today. Riley Sprode wants a win. Simon Bluefield wants points. They're currently second and third. Wells up the racetrack for the lead. Here comes Riley Sprode off the turn. Down the backstretch for the final time at Texas. Does he have any run for Mathis Wells to turn number 3 for the final time? Mathis Wells holds the lead. Riley Sprode to buy him in second. But as they come off of turn number 4, no contest for Mathis Wells. Chaser gets the checkered flag at Texas. Wells wins over Riley Sprode. And that is max points for the 500 today. And is it possible that Mathis Wells could be our points leader after the Toyota 300 at Texas, as his teammate Colton Yell finishes a few positions behind him inside the top 10. But it's Mathis Wells winning again the Target Series and will now be within a striking distance of getting to that championship with 3 races to go in the Target Series season. Let's go see the finish results from the Toyota 300 at Texas. Here are the finish results from the Toyota 300 at Texas Motor Speedway. 3 caution fights for 12 laps and 9 lead changes, 9 different drivers leading laps here today. In Texas, Mathis Wells leads the most laps of 9 to get the victory lap after starting 28th here today, and it moves him up into the points lead. Riley, who tried in the last lap, was just too far back to make anything work. He ends up second here today in Texas. Simon Bluefair next highest chaser in third. Derek Kimmel fourth, and Colton Yell bows back to a 5th place finishing position. Keeps him in the hunt for the championship. Jonathan Rains in 6th, Greg Lee 7th, Patrick Smith 8th, William Bull in 9th, and Keshawn Richardson from the pole ends up inside the top 10. Look at the top 20 other chasers down here. Luke Rainey in 14th, William Seaman 17th. So for Luke, it was a decent day. For Seaman, it was a decent day. Kept them within a race's range of the points lead, but it's currently held by Mathis Wells, his teammate Colton Yeo just behind him in 2nd. So it's Junior Motorsports right now, the front 2 in the points. Trey Ray, another chaser in 21st. Danny Lloyd in 27th, and the rest of them retired from the race, all in the same crash. Kukulon, Bright, Device, Taylor, Jake Galloway. All 5 of them were out from that 3rd yellow of the day after Jeff Bracken spun to the inside wall. There's the rest of the finishers. Right side are the point standings. As I mentioned, Mathis Wells has the points lead by a single point over his teammate Colton Yeo, who is currently 2nd in the points. And then a tie for 3rd. Jake Gow and Luke Rainier both 6 points back. They're currently tied for 3rd and 4th. And then 5th place, William Seaman is only 7 points back. Sebastian Kukulon, also very close. He has 49 points. He's only 8 points back. He is within a race of the points lead. But then everyone else, Danny Lloyd is 12 points back, so he is outside a race's range. He is right now the highest outside a race's range. He has 3 races left to make up those 12 points to try and have a shot at the season number 8 Target Series Championship. So once again, heading into the last 3 races of the season, the drivers within a race of the points lead: Mathis Wells, Colton Yeo, Jake Galloway, Luke Rainey, along with William Seaman, Sebastian Kukulon. Those are the drivers within 1 race of the points lead. Any one of them can leave the next race as the points leaders. We look ahead to chase race number 8 on the Target Series season. We go to Atlanta for the Georgia 300. I will see you guys then.